Good
Check,
here.
check.
Yay, we can hear you.
Yay.
We're here, yay.
Okay, so it's all about celery today. Ashley has tried the celery juice, and she didn't realize
Tina!
how it really goes through your system quickly. So,
Tina.
right, I didn't say
Thanks, Tina.
that much.
Okay, I know. Listen,
Well-
this is the story, Ashley. I jumped on the juice cleanse, like the trend for just celery juice, and I didn't know what it did to your system. And I was on a breaking news story. It was awful. It was awful. I'll just leave it right there.
Well, we all have those moments, but it's good to know that everything's working, right, Ash?
Everything is
like that's a good check that everything's in line, and the celery juice is in fact doing its job.
Yes.
Okay, well, there we go. Good to know.
You got some recipes, though.
That's right. So, today is Sunday. So for a lot of, people at home today, it's self-care Sunday. So I wanted to bring everyone kind of a 2-for-1 today, if you will, where we've got self-care advice, plus we've got nutrition advice. And it all starts with the unsung hero of the veggie world, this lovely, beautiful bunch of celery. So I wanted to show you guys 3 different ways that you can incorporate celery into your self-care routines. Because as Ashley was mentioning, there are so many benefits from celery juice. But what I didn't know up until recently is that you don't need an expensive juicer to make it or buy it, $12 a bottle at the store. You can make it at home. All you have to do is chop up your celery, and then you're going to put it in your blender. Now, the trick here is you need a fine mesh strainer, and then all you have to do is just strain it, and the juice is going to collect on the bottom, and the pulp's going to collect on the top. And as we talk about the snacks, we're going to kind of let that drain so I can show you a really fun trick of what we're going to do with the pulp so there's no waste.
Okay.
So we've got our celery juice that we're making over here, totally homemade. But then we've also got delicious stuffed celery snacks. And I'm using Dandy brand celery because it's intentionally bred to be slightly sweeter and crispier so it's not as stringy, which I love when snacking on it, because you can make so many fun things. So I've got my nacho normal celery sticks over here. Did you catch that? They're not the nacho theme.
Yep.
And we're making these with a little bit we've got some beans here, and then we add corn, but you can do jalapenos or some sriracha on top to make them nice and spicy. Then, of course, we've got our usual cream cheese. These are kind of like a cheesecake theme, and you're just going to add a little bit of the cream cheese, and then you can top them with some fresh fruit, or you can even do some cereal. But I love this because every time you bite into the celery, you're getting all that refreshing, hydrating goodness that is, celery. It's 95% water. So it's so great to be able to make sure you're getting your hydration in that way. Something that a lot of people don't realize is that hydration is actually a form of self-care. So taking this back to our self-care Sunday, we want to make the juice because we're getting all the extra nutrients from drinking it. It's super hydrating. We've got all those extra vitamins and minerals in there. But also with our food, we want to make sure that we're hydrating ourselves as we're energizing ourselves. So again, we got that 2-for-1. We've got the hydration, we've got the veggies, and then we've also got a really nutritious snack. So of course, you can also do the classic nut butter and, put different chocolate chips on top and diced nuts.
All right, on the first one that you said you were using some type of beans. Now, how are you filling that celery?
That's a great question, Tina. So again, these are my nacho normal celery sticks. So what I do is I usually just take my refried beans, and you can heat them up ahead of time. And then you just smear them right on top of the celery, just like that. And then I usually do a little bit of corn. You can do diced tomatoes. If you have salsa, put that on top as well. And then boom, you've got these beautiful nacho celery sticks. And you can also put, your hot sauce, your guacamole or avocado. I'm giving you the basic today so that your viewers can just take it and run wild.
Okay, now what's up with the pulp here? How's that? Does it stand out?
So here's the fun part, guys. All right, so remember this juice that we started making at the beginning?
Yeah.
So here's our juice that's collected at the bottom. That's what you get to add a little bit of, apple to or a little bit of lemon and sip on. But then we've also got the pulp. So we're gonna take the strained pulp and we're gonna add it into a bowl right over here. And then from there, what we're gonna do is add in just a little bit of honey, maybe about a tablespoon or so, just enough to kind of sweeten it up. And then we're gonna add in a little bit of yogurt. Okay, and then you're just gonna mix those together. Back to the self-care and how important hydration is. We have just made an at-home face mask that you can actually use this to put on your skin. And here we go. I wish you were here so that I could sample this with you, but I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it for everyone at home. So you've got this delicious hydration happening all over your body. It starts on the inside and it transpires to the outside when we put on our homemade celery face masks.
There we go.
So you definitely want to check these recipes out. They're on my website as well, Ashley Hawk RD, and Dandy's actually doing a giveaway right now, so make sure to check that out too.
Sounds good. Thank you, Ashley.
All right, thank you both.
Awesome.
Happy Sunday.
Self-care Sunday. I like
Now
that.
I know what to prepare, when I'm out in the field versus just straight celery juice. I'm ready to go.
Tips.